Inside Story Uganda, real source of political updates. Inside Story Uganda.
Mukutamba ibu ngoja tubade kusanya abantu bana babuzibwawo. List zavuddeyo bbiri. Mpuliza mutazanye mukuru Tamale. President lero gira munakuzo omwezi zali nakuzo omwezi 13 omwezi ogwokubiri yagamba nti amuzega ina abantu 318 mu custody. Omukuje Jodongo yagize okujja mu parliament yali sesingereka abantu 1017 mu. NUP gamba ina abantu lukaga kinana abakabuzibwawo.
Don't blame Museveni. If Museveni had to work alone, why would the constitution provide for security people for it? President Museveni has been deceived. And as a result, he's going to be trapped in this problem. One, Museveni was misinformed. There was no plan B. Basically, talked about plan B because basically is a part of the mafia gang. He wanted the money. Kakati Museveni n'abagamba abaana abo babagenda okukola effujjo mubakwate preemptive arrest which is normal mubatwale mu bifo tubajjamu information. Don't beat them, don't do this. Kati olw'okuba operation yakolebwa muhoozi nenalweso nanyini buyinza n'agiteekamu abantu. This is malice. He put there his own people. This is why Museveni is trapped.
Museveni agamba abantu bali 318 jeje donga jamu parliament ate 10 mu mukaaga.
This is a battle which President Museveni cannot win. Why? Does the president know the number of people who are arrested?
Abanyi 318 era byasoma.
Does the president know who died, who were killed, delivered in his operation by his own people? When I watched the Bob Wine's program, I switched off my TV and went to sleep. Omusajja yagambye eriiso lyange baaliggyamu
bwekiri
enjala baazigyamu
olwo bakuba okugulu ne kudonyeka.
Mukazi n'agamba nti baze baamukwata. Where are these people? Why should the president take a responsibility before knowing that the magnitude of the problem? In fact, for me, I now suspect that why was the chairman of the Human Rights Commission, Kagwa, died in his vehicle? It must have been an assassination. Yes. One of the responsibilities of the Uganda Human Rights Commission is to ensure it came out of a probe. Government instituted the Human Rights probe headed by a judge. The late Mr. Justice Order, Nageda was a member, Dr. Makubiya was a member, historian Professor Joanne Kakwenze was a member. And one of their recommendations was that we should have a permanent Human Rights Commission.
Yeah.
Why has government failed to appoint a chairman? How much money do they give him?
The president yana powers of appointing.
Yes.
What is it appoint?
Why do we have these human rights violations when we had a watchdog, an internal auditor whose head died in a vehicle? That's why I'm a stronger believer in witchcraft. Even that young man does not release any local money. I don't joke with this younger boy. He humiliated me, cannot humiliate me permanently. I'm a different color. One, Uganda's image has been dented beyond repair. What do we do now? How many people can stand up and defend this government? Is this Museveni's government? Where people are taken to I was told, I have. I was shocked. Until Omuwala Magala, where Museveni took over to look for Magala's killers, Magala was killed in Chengera safe house by a man called Jugo. When Kaka was aware, this requires an independent inquiry. We should investigate where the rain started beating us. I've told you, this is a marriage. When Kayibula was fighting to Mukunde, you would see tortured people from Nalufenya. When these people are fighting, they use the marriage. And it's a tape. Backward 3.5 billion. Change your color on one. You for that boy does not allow any local my man. Jamulo get that. I will never kneel before you. I will never kneel before you. Because every American president comes with an agenda. Biden is on human rights. Is this Museveni's government? Can I defend this? And the matter is going to aggravate. How did Nari perform bad in Kasese? They released prisoners who were held in prison after the attack on Mumbere's palace. These people went back with startling evidence. Kasese yakuba milanga. Kati what President doesn't know or doesn't realize. They are coming back with the startling evidence. Amanyibe bakuddemu nobody can compensate.
Nanga awenebuliza mu Tamale wana abantu abafira mu Rayo Sega bagenda kusasula basasuzwa.
Museveni should not commit the mistake Gaddafi committed. Gaddafi yakuba bomu mu Lokabi n'agamba ndigenda basasula n'ali compensating Lokabi yateka bomu ne bamutwala Scotland where the terrorism law is weak. Obama raised an issue. This is the Pan-American. Are we creating a precedent that when a rich man kills a person, can he compensate life? What people want is to see. That man is blocking my thinking that I will never kneel before you. I will never, younger man, I don't block my money. I don't block my money. I want to find my money on my account. If you don't release my money, security, what you want to do, senators ganyo kuyingira mu gwanga. Who are you? Am I your servant? Am I your hunting dog? No, but the senators are mulenzi gwe katula bagani. Nzitola benawe bakutte. Etogero njate kumalamu. If I go to the bank and I don't see my money, that I should have a perpetual, I must go to him and kneel. Mirundi's family, we are people, very arrogant, and never kneel before. I want my money on my account. The president. Yagamba kusula abantu abasilamu bagenda bafa abasibwa tebasulwanga abantu abatiddwa abantu tebasulwanga byogera. What the president has to do is to have an inquiry, a thorough inquiry, an independent inquiry, because these people are available. Bobby Wine has taken an advantage. Bolu ulianti gundi bamutadde najjabaka nti enjala bazikulamu nokola enjala z'omuntu omusajja nanga nti bantaddeko sigala under this government, under this regime, that we can have torture chambers in Uganda. Kubanga somebody is marrying, they are engaged in a succession battle. Nti ono alowooza ono omujozi ono atujoga atunie ku mitwe n'atunyalako akuba muhoozi. Because the operation was done
by muhoozi.
Muhoozi bamuteekamu abantu. By the time muhoozi took over nga birungi agenzi bali bamaze okukola pulaani yaabwe. Era kakati bwebabuuza no for me I'm an intelligent man, we must ask oyo bamukwatirawo and I'm going to mobilize the people. Tugenda gundi ekyengera kaka alina okukwatibwa. Kaka atujoze nnyo mu ggwanga muno. Who is Kaka? Kaka created slavery in Uganda, n'aleeta soberization of security, n'aleeta ekyo kijjuuko nibidde mu security nga bakwata abantu babatya bwereere. Museveni must arrest Kaka. Kaka must be handed over to the ICC to teach others.
Bw'oyogera ku Kaka nti bamuwandiika ICC ate eri Kasese.
Anti nkubuulira, the Kasese was investigated and it was found out I correspond with ICC, with his international body.
You correspond?
Yes. The report says when they went to Kasese, they found out that we are armed people in Mumpere's Paris. So the police acted in self-defense. That's how. But how do you kill people? Kaka yakwata abantu nakwata ababbi n'alyoka akwata ababbi n'abateeka bajuuko n'akwata agabbi gonna n'akwata gasobi bakwatira abantu obwereere abakayanidde abakazi abateeka mu safe houses. Kaka must be arrested by ICC. Tulabeko kangali kabanga libamututte ayogere banne he turned this crime into commercial. Ono omukazi wa Saidi must be arrested. ICC mutwala. Where are you? Because it's a failure of Saidi that has forced military intelligence. Military Kandaho. You spent 6 months looking for my machines. And you have to catch him.
President Museveni yabadde ayogerako juzi n'amagye yaga meetings. Ya support amagye okukwata abantu amagye kituufu okukwata naye era n'agamba ne bana bagulaminga amagye okuba nti no gakwata abantu basobola oze kubamenya amateeka.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm explaining. That the president was misinformed. That there was a plan B when there was no plan.
Ne mukulu Tamale amagye galina okuarrestinga bannansi.
Even Bush went to Iraq claiming that Saddam possessed chemical weapons, nuclear weapons. Were they there?
But these are Ugandans. Why police
bali basente. Let Museveni arrest there, the ICC etukwatire ku ISO, director wa ISO, wa military intelligence, wa Saidi, wachi bagamba. These are people who intimidated Museveni by their reports. Museveni operated, reacted on basing on the reports. Mutuyamba abazungu, Biden atuyamba yolaga sajja kano. Ekya ISO akikwate, ekya Saidi akikwate, ekya military intelligence akikwate. These are the people who caused Museveni trouble. Museveni operated on. How would you expect the president to react? Nitabaga yole ganuka kandaho kine kiri mu ISO. Ganagali rudda gondabaga yole. Agani gondabaga yole.
Oyo wakimwenyeza. Bwendabanga yole semana agamba Biden atuyambe. Baga abazungu basobola kubanga batugasa. Alikali sazo ngoyita muzungu atuyambe.
We are in a global village. Who is the chairman of that global village? Is the president of the United States. The Chinese came here and told them, don't rely on us.
Point blank.
For us, we lend you money, even if Museveni leaves the power, he will pay. That was the message from the Chinese Communist Party, delivered by the man who visited the president recently. The Chinese are not interested.
Boy, have a business.
Bubagamba nibo munavaawo mujatuwa sente. For me, I don't blame Museveni. Museveni did not wake up in a dream. Museveni does not consult witch doctors. Museveni relied on intelligence the same way Bush relied on intelligence that this man, Saddam Hussein, had nuclear weapons which were not available. He relied on, how do you deny information? Kakati, we don't have a human rights commission. Why? How did Kabwa die? This is where you are afraid to die. They are afraid to die. There is a story in my village. Baki omulambo ne bagujja mu kabuli. When you read my book, I was shaped by the wisdom of my father and the village. That's why I'm staying in my village. We had celebrated cannibals. We had celebrated witch doctors. By the time the Americans developed missiles, we had Sandapulot.
Mwene missiles ezamu.
Ewaffe ku kyalo buli muntu tukwali abalogo abaliba abafu abaki. That was an incident. Abantu bwe batandika okufa ennyo siriiba nga babayiwamu abantu babateekako essente babateekako empiso abafu balime bajjani. Nti nkyabala ssente zange bamuteekako omufu ekinuso mu ngalo babateekako empiso nti ntuuka ngoye zange. These cannibals used to exhume bodies. Kakati waliwo omusajja bamuyita Joseph Nkola was a celebrated cannibal. Bwe batandika okuyiwamu amafuta mu birambo nafulumya ekiwandiiko eyo ennyama muba mugisudde njagala muddemu muyire omulambo gumu amafuta ngenda kukwata abaana bammwe
ngenda kulya balamu
owamwe Joseph Nkola nalabako ewaffe ekalagala waliwo omusajja nga bamuyita Lukanga musajja mugagga omwana we naafa ne bakuba empaka n'Enkoola kanibo namugaa nja mumugjayo tojja mumugjayo tusibe sente ennaku ezi nano Lukka yakima abaserikale kaliisiso n'ateekako nezino sitima nezakira ennaku ezi Nkola yajja ku lunaku lwakuna n'azikiza ettaala
n'atwala
kibuyaga n'akunta ku kyalo nga wuka waakunta abaserikale ba poliisi baali mukaaga n'emmundu zaabwe badduka ebiseeri babasanga mu bwasi
ekyalo kyo jagala okutandabekumuka nedda mukutagende empula eyo jagala okutandabeko mukadde n'asobolayo nze
kugambye nti I was shaped by the village. When you talk about me, I know. Fitata waffe ne mama waffe batugana okulya mu kyalo. I don't eat from anybody. Eno ne buwompita siryayo kubanga balyanga abafuna ki. But our family was baali Batanzania baziba. We new family there. Our grandfather yagendayo okubayo mu mayiro. We are not attacked to good. But to survive in that hostile environment, twali tetubba. I'm not a thief, but I believe in which could have. Amusonga biripo uyu omwana bwatata sente zange njamu ajasita kwampaka
ojamu kole
kisa kakati nkubulya ne gamba this government has a problem. Before President Museveni talks about compensating the people, does he know the number
of people he's going to compensate kubanga NP gamba lukaga china
kakati
alinga nabala bakyakwatibwa
bakuyambye n'okuyamba why omuyirwa ekiba kuyambi omuyinte basobola okuteeka mu abafenda. Does the government know our younger people who are going to Arab countries in spite of this alarm? Omanyinti UN yafulumiza report negamba nti bannayuganda bakoma okugenda ebweru kubanga organizali nye beri because of COVID. Have you seen it in any
newspaper? Yes. Nga leading ana ya fekati sector ya fe ya transporting abana baragenda bora yesingo twetile foreign currency
babikola ne companies abaki who are the owners of these companies obutakota akamiro no babuli wamu no basente za COVID omulabo ono ya basente yomu yenyini anyampise swaga yeye pankira ku sente za you release my money you unlock my account. Young man, you run a local my account.
Tamale amaje gavudi amaje no kuma
kwanga ajose nyaba
n'ensalo zaago
when you marry the daughter of the Anglican Church bishop archbishop, does it mean that you control the bishops? If marrying the archbishop's daughter means immunity, then I will marry the next archbishop's daughter. Oh, my children. My money must be
amajokwane gagazigana sokumaga kwata abantu gakosebwa gakireka kifananyi ky'amagye gafa g'eggwanga Uganda.
Bobi Wine has embarked. Bobi Wine has rewarded government to embark on the self-destruction mission. Bobi Wine has destroyed all the institutions. The military, UPDF, I'm the ambassador of UPDF. UPDF, which has been hated everywhere.
Yeah.
Abana bafe. Soldiers have been abana bafe. When you hear foreigners who drink at night, bakuganti against your police, what about defense you don't go. Against UPDF you go. You can explain to this. This has been destroyed by Bobi Wine. Because Bobi Wine provokes you into battle and you deploy soldiers, they will dance with the population, as in Malawi. Soldiers should be in the barracks. Why? They should not interact with the public. It should be like police. Mubawa sente, baina zizimizo z'amazzi. Do you see these soldiers who are moving? Nabana bali wano ku kizimbe. Babaleetera emmere every day. Do you see them with packed meat, packed beef, water? Eventually, they will interact with the population, and they share the same population. Machiveri akugamba, never use nationals in the police force. If you want to create a police force that is brutal, likurutu foreigners, bakuba ne bagenda kakati ena ali mu bagisalira amagezi wa police aliko erinnya
bwekiri.
They record you kakati tu. Omujasi, the army must be composed of nationals, because Machiavelli tells you that we recruited the foreigners into the Italian army, but the foreigners disappeared when Florence, a city in Italy, was attacked. That's why Machiavelli tells you the army must be composed of Ugandans. Ugandans are feeling the same. What if Semwanga in Masaka, Brigadier Semwanga, orders soldiers to kill people in Masaka, and I hear, and the soldier here hears that his mother or relative has been killed in Masaka. He can empty his magazine. Because these are Ugandans. So why do you bring in soldiers to do a role of the police? Because Balimba president, Bomarishia, Nakoleta Tepo, Nakajiteko, I looked at him 7 kept it. He closed his eyes for 2 hours. And he asked him, why are you abusing me? Tienkakoze, Tienkozaka said, Jakagalani was
Tamale. iPod here today.
And Roko, my money. My message here, young man. If you don't want to rob anybody who controls this arrogant young man, must tell him to unlock my account. I need this money. I'm going to retire.
That young man.
Don't tell me. There will be a vacuum. How much do you give me?
iPod here today.
I want my money. Where is the spirit of iPod in the campaign? There was iPod before. When it was being tortured, was being denied the accommodation, where was iPod?
Why was it created in the first place?
The second point is, we have now known who has the people. You bring Mao in a chakami, Mao kami bakakamamu, Tampeko. Akamite kaka mwamutambe.
Mao yatesete solo chiko kubandi batula.
Mao ina abantu bameka. Politics means numbers.
Bwechiri.
Bobi Wine has defeated them. He confers a whole region. He's the largest political party. You call Mao for what? Mao has been abusing Museveni throughout the campaign. Did you summary yet?
FDC shining iPod.
That after humiliating you can work together. I smash your head. Campaign. No, you cannot urinate on me. We fell out. You see the Westerners. The Westerners are good people. That's why they were told. Orutoro is a French. You cannot tell that Mutoro mubi yonogundi, onomubi ono, gwebasibi, onomulambo. Ate bamuzannyira ku mulambo ogwo omusajja oyo abonyeza abantu. Tugenda kunga abantu tubakube n'omulambo gw'oyo omusajja bamuyitani. Nako tuguwoche. Oyo omubi
ono yafudde.
Abadde atikumya abantu.
Kasango
naye muntu. Can you celebrate Kasango? A man who has stolen every property. Abya abantu. Muddemu muzannyire mu Kampala. Tukunga abantu bakube n'omulambo tukubajjeko. Kasanga asana kwokebwa. Does Kasango deserve a grave? Does Kasango deserve a grave? Abya amayumba g'abantu nabaki. God is punishing him.
Kasango ino omukyala gwe yagibako ennyumba ye.
Abasiraamu mugamba nti wotegerera omuntu nga abamukimye babi ne ku kitanda mu ddwaliro akankaniramu.
Afayina atuyanyi.
Yes, Kasango yizi mu muliro. If we make a noise in Kampala over Kasango's body, we are going to mobilize to Bakubele Kasango. Kasango cannot deserve a honorable body. He's a chief who must be punished. Kasango has been punished on earth, he will be punished in heaven. Nava Kasango, Kanaka pussy, Kabasent, Kabate Kabana. Kakati Kuga,
it's only iPod.
The Westerners, Bajagina Nyumugu, Tikine Songa. You cannot harass Bobby Wine to that level and you expect him to attend a reconciliatory meeting.
Omazoko mukubeno, omazoko mukulemesa okubanja akola campaign, abantu babakutte bagalidde, ate ngulagala berenga jamu.
Mukubanti mulalo, akanambisi, kano kakulu yakalina olugongo lukalige enfudu eyimiridde. Bamuyisa mulalo, bamuyisa. I'm happy that the man who referred to me as a madman has been described as a professor of psychology, as a mentally sick younger man. Ayi Mukama otenderezebwe Katonda waggulu yanjoga nampita embwa naye banne abamwasesiere bagayizima ati a title he gave me. Ebintu byange family yaffe
ozonga iPod balina press conference gye batuuza ngabateeka tiwuliriza ngabateekateeka olukiiko mwalimu omukulu Kateregga Muhammad Kateregga secretary general wa Jema n'alaga nti president wa Jema agenda kubanga atendinga naye mwatende president eyajja Kateregga ye yazze mu iPod kiraga kyeri Jema naye namu factions
divided the money and was stupid. How do you divide? Divisions would happen, would help government before elections. But I was telling these people that the problem in Uganda is not that the opposition is divided. Even if they add on their vote, they cannot defeat Museveni. Which means unity is not their problem.
Okay.
Now, if we had Iran, who would be sponsored? All of these people have been dwarfed, the generals have been dwarfed, because I said the dairy farm mentality has killed chances of people from Western Uganda. Having had Museveni for 35 years, it is arrogance. Don't think that the Westerner can succeed Museveni. What the Westerners can do is to have a great socialization.
Are you saying I'm
telling you.
This
is what Mbabazi is saying. Mbabazi is saying, if I join the government, I cannot be like a second. The vice president must change to have a vice president continuity. Today, Omakaruru ne Museveni tujire ku ballot. That's why I'm telling you. This young man who is fighting Kadaga, Kadaga will break up with the party. Kadaga cannot become a vice president. He cannot, she cannot. He's arrogant like me. Kadaga, by becoming a vice president, means that she has been demoted, or demoted herself. As a speaker, you are one of the three pillars of the state. You took advantage of secondary harmonies. To me, I can work in the media center. I can put them. A general cannot become a platoon commander. There's no way Kadaga can become vice president. Anybody peddling this thing is wasting time. Kadaga will just lead to split of NRM into two factions. You will see many people running away. If Museveni does not handle his Kadaga ni muwangula, ni mumubba. You will see an exodus of people from NRM forming as a party. Never bwene jakuvaawo. Ulabe Kadaga. Mudifeatinge Kadaga. Timupeka simanyola nyomukana odomulenzi najoka abantu nagende wakachegereza nage. I'm a honest man. Hear me and see. But I'm telling you, you have two capital offenses which cut across the board. It's not a domestic issue. It's a foreign issue. Adonu Kadaga, the arrogant Nankabiru and others, flaunted by this young man who talks to Kajegere, who puts around. I'm telling you, the speaker's election is going to split NRM into two. You will see an exodus of people from NRM to join another party. This is when Bobby Wine will disappear and you get real people. People can challenge Museveni. Who can challenge Museveni? Taking over the opposition.